Gentlemen, I've gathered you here because I want to show you my Valheim house. I'm very proud of my Valheim house, and I wish to show it off. So, get ready for Valheim house. I did. I hit the right button. I learned how to use hotkeys on. Forget the name. Anyway, game. There's my Viking. His name is Nut. Oh, I can turn around. Cool. Yeah. So the world I've been playing is World War Justin. I don't know why I named it that, but the seed that I'm using is Blue Fuzzcock because I'm pretty sure you, well, Rooster, Fuzzy, and I were playing on this one without like the other girls. I'm in a totally different spot because they didn't carry over any of our builds or anything like that. But ooh, excuse me, you get the burps now. But yeah, I just wanted to show you my house because I'm really proud of it. I'm not a good builder, obviously, but yeah, I'm proud of my house. So we'll see. This is my second try recording this because the first time I forgot to turn on the game volume, so I was just talking to the wall for 5 minutes. Yeah, so this is my house. I like it. Yeah, so it took me a little while to build this. I can build with stone now. I'm fancy. This is my bed. This is where I do my sleeping. When you're in the swamp, you're always wet, so I kind of sit here to dry off before I go to bed. These are my old weapons. Those bear claw things are pretty cool. They're just hand weapons. This is a big thing that I just wanted to have up here. That's my bed. Down here, I have a little armor rack for when I want to take off my currently used armor, and that's where I put, like, they have these, like, little necklace things here that you can use to get, like, bonuses, and there's, like, stamina, and adrenaline system. So, all of this doesn't fit on the thingy, so I put all my armor plus my shield and my, mace on here, and then I put the necklace there because it's tiny and I don't want to forget about it, and then I put my bow in here. In here is just extra adventuring gear, so like if I feel like, oh, I want to use a sword instead of my mace or something else, I keep it in there, plus whatever arrows I'm currently using. Down here is my super secret storage area. In here is items that I don't know what they do. I have no idea what any of these do, so they're in here. This is all my goldy stuff, like my money. These ambers just break down into money when you sell them to a trader. This stack of gold coins is 1 coin short of me being able to put it out into the world and have it there instead of in a box, so it's kind of funny. So that's why that's in there. And then this one is just my old gear. There's a bear. There's bears in the, oh yeah, well, there's no head. There's bears in the game now, and there's a bear armor set, and it's good for, like, melee, like, fisting melee and all that jazz. It's like, oh, you get more damage for less defense kind of thing. Yeah, so all my old equipment's in there. But that's my personal storage area. This is my old armor set right here. Weapons are up there. I actually wasn't wearing... I only have one hat, so I haven't replaced the hat yet on this. But, yeah, this is my old armor sets in there. This is my big old food table. These are all the... It's raining. Okay. I'm gonna try this again. Let me finish inside. Anyway, this is my big old food table. They added some like new food stuff in the game since the last time we played, and instead of putting it on like a tray, like you know you have those item stands, you can do. They have this serving tray, and you can actually place food items with it in the game, and then you can eat from the food item. Like you don't even have to go into your inventory. You can just walk up and just. Well, I can't eat anymore, but yeah, you can place food items down instead of having to have those trays to put them the item stands to put them down, like you know, the flat version of this thing. So yeah, so they have feasts in the game too, where like it's like a big plate you can make where you can eat from it 10 times, and that's all just what this is. Every food that I can make right now is on this table. I recently found out when I was recording and not showing any game footage that I can place mushrooms down too. So I'm gonna. I think that's fun. I'm going to put some mushrooms in places. Yes. So, this is my consumables chest. My little fishing pole here that I haven't learned how to fish yet. These bones are for the next boss because I've been taking forever to get to the boss, and I have all my extra arrows in here. This is just a cool armor set that I found that I wanted to fill this corner or something, so that's what that is. This is a map table, so if I ever let anyone else play in this world, you can copy your maps from here. It doesn't give you any bonuses, besides the fact that it exists. But, yeah, I think it's cool to have. There's a comfort rating in the game where, like, the more, like, certain items will give you a better comfort bonus, and that comfort bonus gives you this rested bonus that's up here. And the rested bonus gives you more XP and gets your stamina back faster. So, that table does not do anything for me. It doesn't need to be here. It's just there for looks. This is my cooking area. I got my pot for making food, my grilling things, like this rack right here is for grilling, and then this is where you make your meat at. This up here is just for decoration. It's a bonus. It gives you, it levels up your thing, your pot, so you can make better foods. But that's about it. The hearth is pretty cool. Big old fire. This is a crafting station for those feasts I was just mentioning. So that's why that's here. I got a bear rug. You can sit on the bear rug. I don't know why, but you can. This is where I have all my food, like all my extra foods and stuff, and like my extra meads. Meads are just like potions. Like you could just, they give you poison resistance, frost resistance, damage bonus, and all that jazz. And here's all my food that I have like just saved up for, whatever. It is organized in a certain fashion, yes. And then this thing is where you put your meat base in. So one of these guys goes in there to make one of these little potion things. Yeah, it's still raining outside, so I think I'm gonna have to cut it because I don't want to make you listen to the sound of the rain the entire time. So I'll be back. I think it stopped raining, so we're gonna see if we can continue this tour. Also, this is my big cool chair. I made it. I forget what I had to do to make it, but it was hard to make. Yeah, I sit there and contemplate things. So basically, when I can't think of like anything else I want to do, I sit here and then I get up and walk away. And this is what big cool chair. It gives you bonuses for the comfort resting thing. So also, forgot to tell you, this is my to-do list because the ADD is strong in this game. So I need to make a boar enclosure, and I want to do it out of iron. I need more fine wood because I'm bad at holding on to that. I want to make a portal hub and make a dock for my boat because I'll show you how ghetto my boat is right now. And then I need to, I want to make a swamp house because I need to spend some time getting iron in the swamp, and I want a house. So anyway, this is the outside. Outside, into my house, out of my house. This is my property. I have a big old moat back here because monsters can't destroy a moat, right? And then I have a fence going around the entire property. There's my boat. You would think this is the whole, but nobody gets past this. So yeah, my boat's out there. I actually, when I messed up recording earlier, I have two boats out there. Did not realize that. But there's the raft, the carve, I think it is, and then the longboat. I have a carve and a longboat out there. The carve has like a 20-piece storage area, and the longboat has like no, the longboat has like 20 pieces of storage, like 20 slots of storage or something like that, and the carve only has 4. So like that longboat is a big difference maker. I think these look cool. They keep monsters from spawning near them. I just put them. I have one over there and one over here just to make sure nobody spawns in my property. So that's my house. It is hanging on a little cliff. It really isn't that easy to see from here, but yeah. So that's my house. I have that little arched walkway coming out of it. I forgot to show that. This is where my boars are. This is my bee farm right here. Big old torch. I got a portal area over there. I got some berries and a garden right there, and that's my workshop. Yeah, so this is the walkway up into the house. I think it looks pretty cool. I tried really hard on it. As we all know, I am not a skilled builder. I have ideas, but they're not ever really that clever. So, yeah, so this is my walkway into my house. I thought it looked cool. I put one of these pillars here, like, for shits and giggles, and I was like, oh, it looks pretty cool. And it protects the stairs from rain, so my stairs don't look as shitty. But, yeah, well, these two are not spaced out well. Whatever. So, down here is my bees. That's my cart. That's all my extra bones. Did not realize I placed them that stupid. Whatever. Big old fire thing that you can make. It just looks cool, so that's why I put it there. Before, my house used to be like half that size, and this wasn't mined out as much, so it was more of a slope into this area, and this is where I used to have all my workshop stuff. Down here is my pig pen. I have 2 boars right now. They're 1-star, so I get extra resources from them. I have Boromir and Borthello. I haven't been feeding them, so they don't have any babies. So I need to get more meat soon, but I don't need it right away. This is my garden. Right now, the best plant I can grow is turnips. So this is my turnip farm. I've been doing it in phases because each one of those turnips you can replant to get 3 seeds. So each one of those turnips turns into 3 turnips. And I've been doing it so I'll do 3 runs, so I'll have 99. I think there's 10 there, so I'll have 30, and then I'll have 90, and then I'll just take that 90 and hold on to 10 and get 80 turnips or however math works. I don't know. I don't know. I did forget to mention that in my little garden area, I have the butcher's knife for killing pigs and getting, like, you know, killing tames to get their stuff. And then I have the cultivator for farming, too. And this is, like, this is my seed storage, basically. Back here, this thing is my, my little berry batch. You can't plant berry bushes, so they're always stagnant. This is a bunch of raspberries. The reason why I built here is because there's water access all on two sides over here, and there's this river right here, so I wanted to be next to the water, and I thought that this hill was really pretty. It still is pretty, even though all the damage I've done to the natural scenery. And then there was a berry bush here, so I had the easy source access to berries. I plucked them recently, so they're not there. But, trust me, there's berries. Over here is my portals. So, the way portals work in Valheim, if I don't know if you know this or not, but you get a portal, and if you name it, a corresponding portal with the same name, they'll link up to each other. So, this portal I don't have a name on because I don't need to have it named as anything, and this portal is currently to my mine, where I have a mobile camp that I use to mine stuff or stuff. But yeah, so that one is connected to the mine portal, and I always leave this one blank so that if I need to get home, I can just put a portal down and it will always take me home. Right now, this is actually should be named Fob and go to my Fob, but my Fob is not named Fob, and I'm too lazy to go adjust that right now. So right now, this is going to my Fob. But if you have 3 portals with the same name, none of the portals work. So I'm playing a dangerous game. I want to take you to my swamp base in a minute, so I'm going to change out to swamp, and then there we go. Right here is my little list to remind me what all my portal names are on the map. I have them as this is where my mine is. This no name is my base. Core is right here. That's because that's where the stones are, where you put the boss heads. The Elder. This is the base I was using to go back and forth for the Elder. I have one next to the shop. This one is a drugger town that I found that I kind of want to play with. This one is a vendor. This one is a swamp base right next to. This is a. Why did I put an X on Fob? Because it's not named Fob. It should be Fob, but it's not Fob. I'll have to fix that because now it's bothering me. But anyway, yeah. So all the portal sections on here have their names on, so I have a general idea of where the portals are if I ever forget. But if I ever forget the names, they're right here too. These are my 2 boxes. This is where I keep my stuff for my Fob junk, and this is where I keep stuff for my mining base. So this is just my extra mining stuff. I gotta eat food. Blink, blink, blink. Yeah, so those are just 2 chests that I have of stuff that I can just break down my base, take whatever I can in my pockets, portal back, drop it off, go back to the portal, break it down, move my Fob, build the portal, come back, grab the shit, build a base around it. You know, so that's just been my system for this. But I do want to, like I said, I want to make a portal hub so I don't need to remember the names of everything. And, yeah, just drop a portal down and it will automatically be connected to my house. Or I can type, I'm going to use hub as my portal hub. And, I'm going to name it P-Hub. You're right, I should do that. And then I have the portal hub where it has all my portals. So, I might do that in the Drugger Town, I'm not sure. In that other, what I was telling, Villager Town, what's the name of it? See, this is why I have it written down, because I don't remember. Town, yeah, so Town. I think that's where I'm going to do it. Up here, well, this is a stone crafting table. This is just so you can build stone objects. There's only one thing to craft on here, and it's an upgrade for another fucking thing. That, as a table, it's useless. But you need that to build stone structures. Up here is my crafting area. I got all the 2 workbenches here with all their associated upgrades next to them. Up here is trophies of all the monsters that I have so far. These are just big ones that I didn't want to have up somewhere, so I figured they'd be cool to have them up there. There's a big tree monster in the game. Yes, so the workbench, level 4, all its upgrades around it, and then the forge, level 6, with all its associated upgrades around it. I think it looks nice. I kind of like having it out here on this little dirt patch. In here is just all my storage for everything. Ironically, back here is 2 more chests, but this is stuff that this is all random crap, and then down here is all the extra trophies that I have. Actually, I wanted to show something with the trophies with something else soon, so... Oh my god! I put that coal here, and I did not account for the fact that I was going to be jiggling the entire time I was back here. Ah! Let's see. I'm going to do something with that. Yeah, and then this is my metal smelting area. I have all my ore and, coal right here. I have a bunch of these things now. But yeah, each one of these chests has their own little game plan, and they're all organized. And it makes me happy. Back here is where I keep all my extra wood. This thing is called an obliterator, where you take stuff and put it in there that you don't want anymore, and then you pull the lever and walk away slightly. And then whatever is in there, depending on what it is, gets turned into coal. Now, it is not better than just making coal the old-fashioned way, apparently, because like the ratios, you get like you need a stack of 50 wood to get one coal. Not worth it. So that's why this is still the best way to make coal, besides another thing that I can show you. Yeah, so that's my base. That's where I live. This is my house. My piggies are gonna eventually be in all under metal because it's gonna be a giant waste of iron, which is like you need a lot of iron in the game apparently. But yeah. So there's my boat. I think I showed you the boat. Not sure, but I'm gonna run up here real quick because I want to show you back behind here too. Yeah. So back here is just a shit show. It looks terrible back here, but this is what my house. This is my big old fancy chimney. Whoa. Hurt. Yeah, so that's my house. I like it a lot. And then hopefully if I figure out how to cut footage, I'll cut to where my boat is. But for now, I'm just gonna sit here in silence. Oh, actually, I forgot about this. So this is my front gate. Little dude, the first two mobs you get in the game don't like fire, so this just keeps me away from my front door. I was terraforming to make this stone walkway. And I accidentally raised the ground up too high, and I've been too lazy to fix it. It's going to take 2 seconds to fix, but I've been too lazy to fix it, so now I have this awkward, like, lump here. Down here is where my boat is. This is why I want to make a dock, because it just looks stupid. I'm going to murder this bear, and then I will show you what what the difference between level 2 boat and level 3 boat is. Bear dead. The first time I friggin' saw a bear, I panicked because I did not know they were put into the game yet, and I was very surprised. And then it kicked my ass because it was a lot hard. I don't know if they're as strong as trolls, but they're pretty strong. They also drop a bear's trophy to make that rug I was showing you earlier. Bear trophies are rare, bro. I've not got one in a while. But anyway, so that's a level 2 boat. That's the Carve. I think it's called the Carve, and this is level 3, the Longship. So the Carve we should all be familiar with because we always get to the point where we can make this. You need copper to make this. That's the storage, 4 pieces of storage. Not crazy, a lot of storage. It's not a bad boat. I like the Carve. The Carve is the only one. Well, not the only one, but the Carve will fit through this river gap. But I've ruined the river earlier, so I don't know if it still does or not. But yeah. So the Carve is a pretty cool boat. I like it a lot. This one is the Longship. I don't think I'm gonna make that jump. All right. So Longship. Look at the difference in storage. Carve 4 slots. Fuck. You son of a bitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18 slots. So 4 to 18. Like, it's crazy. The ship is huge, though. Like, look at my little dude on this boat. Like, it's wild. It is way faster than the Carve, too. It's definitely got a speed bonus. But, which is, like, makes sense because the frickin' what's it called? The raft is god slow. Like, it's ridiculous how slow the thing is. Yeah. So when I was first playing the game, I made this base basically because like this is Dark Forest up here, and there was a little chunk of it right here. So like I had the water right here. I had the 2 biomes that I could have access to because this is all meadows right here, and I had access to the open ocean. The houses that I have right now, as I'm getting sidetracked, like this is my main base. This is the swamp is all the way out here where Bone Mass is the 3rd boss. There's 3 benders. I have portals at the benders, but like this sea shack right here, I'm gonna end up taking it down because I thought this had access to the open ocean. It is literally just a cove. It's just a cove, but I think I have another boat there too that I'm gonna have to either destroy or move, but yeah, so I had access to the Dark Forest right here and the Red Meadows right here. So, when I first started playing, I was swimming across this goddamn river all the time, and I got sick of it, so I fucking made a little land bridge right here. And it is the ugliest little freaking... It looks like a turd, honestly. Like, it's it's terrible looking. But it made it a lot easier to get from point A to point B earlier in the game. Yes, so, once again, and I made this path. I hand-carved this path up here, and that's why it looks so dopey. But yes, so let me get to my portals, and then I will continue my tour of my Valheim playthrough. Alright, so, I'm gonna go to core first, because Rooster might remember this thing. I really need to fix fob. I might do that. So, this is the core. Well, not core, but this is me and Rooster when we played this world. This is where we made our first base before we moved. It's like literally right down the road from the stones where you place the boss altars. So I have 2 bosses beat so far. So yeah, I just have these 2 bosses beat so far, but I'm about to do Bone Mass. I had to stop respecting the bosses because I'm on day like 245, and I was watching a dude beat Bone Mass on day 15 the other day, so I am taking my sweet time, but I'm also enjoying the game. Yeah, so this is the core that I couldn't think of better things. I'm trying to keep all the portal words to 4, and I don't know. Cores made sense. I don't know why I'm judging myself so hard for my naming conventions. Let me show you my swamp base, and then I will. I'm gonna fix the fob issue while I'm going to the swamp base. Ah! I constantly keep hitting auto walk instead of regular walk. All right, so you're on fob. I'm gonna go swamp. I'm gonna show you guys swamp base. And then I'll be done. And hopefully, well, I'm gonna show you swamp base, and then I'm gonna stop this, and then I'm gonna do the fob. Alright, so this is swamp base. I found this tower in the middle of the swamp. That's fine, that's supposed to be on fire. Yeah, so I got this going on right now. The swamp, is growing on me. It was very annoying to travel at first, but it's growing on me. I plan on putting my longship. I think that's far enough that nobody's going to fuck with it right there. So I can transport iron back and forth because you can't take metals through portals. I have a workbench in there because ghosts spawn there. And I don't want ghosts attacking my boat, so I put a workbench in there to keep them spawning. Yeah, I'll get up there. This is my big old dock. I think it's pretty cool. Hopefully it's long enough out there to not murder my boat. Got some provisions and a thing out here. So, the cool thing about the swamp is the fact that you can't see anything in the swamp. But here, let me I don't feel rested anymore. Good. Let's see. Bink, bink, boom. Headlamp. Haha. So, the cool thing about the swamp is that there's these things called Surtlings, I think is the legal name. And, you can't destroy their spawners, but their spawners also always spawn next to water. Well, I mean, it's a swamp. Everything spawns next to water in a swamp. And those screams that you hear is them I don't know why I'm pointing. Is them spawning right here and falling into the water and automatically dying. And when they die, they drop those cores that you need to build the metal smelters. Yeah, they drop those and they drop coal. So, like, the swamp is really good for squirreling away coal. I don't know how I used to normally run there. I'm gonna make bridges everywhere in this, but for right now, I have been lazy and not doing that. Yeah, just free coal. Find a certain spawner, dig a hole around it, free coal. Like, life does not get better. Oh, I mean, it's the swamp. The swamp is a pain in the butt. It truly is. It's grown on me. I don't know why I like it so much, but it truly is a pain in the butt. But yes, so Mikasa. I'm probably gonna fucking cut again because I want to get my rested bonus back, because being in the swamp without a rested bonus sucks. So I'm gonna do that to save my own sanity, and then I'll finish this tour. Alright, so house I found down here. All the stone structure was already here. I just freaking fixed it. But down here I have all the workbenches. There's a back. It came with a free back door, so that's pretty cool. These stairs I had to put in because there was like just rocks that I had to jump up and it was annoying. But these stairs were here, going up this side anyway. All this wood I installed myself. I don't know why those stones are sitting there, but what happened? Did I just quit doing something? Anyway, yeah. So I put this here for the fire bonus because you get that rested fire bonus. I built this up. These trees you can't farm. They're indestructible and they count as ground. So I'm gonna build like offshoots to the base into the trees, and as long as I can make it, as long as I can get a foundation or something to reach from one tree to another, I can bounce between trees, which I'm very excited about because I want to I want to make an Ewok village, which plenty of people have said before, but I also want to make an Ewok village. I don't care if it's not original. I think it's gonna be cool. But yeah, so that's the reason. That's the reason why I'm building in the swamp, honestly. And I do believe that is the last thing that I wanted to show you on this. So I am going to go fix my fob portal because it's going to drive me insane. And yeah, guys, thank you if you watch this. I don't know if you're actually going to watch this or not. I know you're my buddies and you may watch it, but I really just wanted to show off. I didn't take any poison resistance. Baba Yaga, little witchy lady over there. But yeah, I'm going to go fix my portal, and then I have work in an hour, so I'm going to go to work. And yeah. Thanks, if you watched, thanks.